Welcome to Chris Nutrition on TV, the show where we review VeggieTales on TV in no real discernible order. And by we, I mean just me. Welcome to Sumo of the Opera on TV, and let's place some bets, shall we? What are we placing bets on, you might ask? Well, we're gonna place bets on what kind of TV segments will we get in this episode. Will we get A, a story from Paco, B, an odd story from Archibald, C, one of Pa Grape's home movies, or D, nothing at all? Comment below to place your bets. I'll wait. Okay, I'm done waiting. Okay, with all of our chips on the table, let's see what Sumo of the Opera on TV is going to deal us.
Do you own anything flannel? Of course not. Didn't think so.
I must be missing something. Why would it be obvious that Archibald doesn't own anything flannel?
I came as fast as I could. Clear off the wall. I gotta film the show.
Anyone who picked C won this time. I actually don't know what you won. I didn't really declare what the prize was. So you placed chips on the table for nothing. I'm sorry, but you won our affection.
Persistence and you. Thinking of quitting? Look to the animal world for inspiration. This tiger is just lying around. He won't accomplish anything.
Well, he is a tiger, so what does he really have to do besides eat and reproduce?
This polar bear is moving, but he has no plan, no goals. Sure, this ostrich is running along, but after a minute, he gives up and quits. Who will win the race of life? This young orangutan on a turtle.
An orangutan on a turtle will win the race of life. What?
He's been riding this turtle for 17 weeks, and he won't give up. You too can win if you think like an orangutan on a turtle.
What? I am so confused right now.
Well, that was interesting. But look, we still have time to tell another story. Try this one, Maria.
And now it's time for Schoolhouse Polka with Laddie, the part of the show where Laddie comes out and sings a schoolhouse polka.
So, is this not technically a silly song then, or?
Homophones, where the crews come cruising down the flame.
Well then.
Have you found this story yet? Not yet, Lutfi. Just a few more minutes. Buy me some more time. And now it is time for Lutfi's fanciful flannelgraph. The part of the show where Lutfi comes out with his fanciful flannelgraph.
Yeah, could we not?
By the color of my clothes and the shamrock in my hand, I bet you are thinking it is St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day? But this released in August. But who cares? St. Patrick's Day is here. Finally, let's celebrate the only way we know how.
Hey guys, it's St. Patrick's Day, and you know what that means? Drinking game! So I'm here to tell you guys about some of my favorite Irish drinking games.
Every holiday is an excuse to get drunk and blatantly sin. That's why my hair is like this. Guys, I said that and I realize it doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to leave it in anyways.
In a country called England, a little baby was born. His name was
St. Patrick.
Did that baby just talk? I must be drunk, but I don't remember drinking anything.
Hold on! You are not old enough to talk. And your name is not yet St. Patrick.
Sorry.
Your name is Mewen Sukat.
Wow, color me impressed. The caterpillar worm thing might actually be onto something here.
Grew up as a normal little boy.
Can I talk now?
Yes. He went to church.
No soccer balls in church.
No soccer balls in church, that's ridiculous. My church has an indoor soccer field. At least I think it's a church and not just a facility where they brainwash us to like soccer. No, it's a church. I think.
And he was kidnapped by pirates.
Wait, that's not normal.
Dude, that is actually awesome. Are all pirates hot? Because if they all look like her, I would love to be kidnapped right now. Let's get that. I'm ready. Please kidnap me. St. Patrick is taken to Ireland and sold into slavery, where his name became
Pig boy! Feed the pigs, pig boy!
Ah yes, this must be where the alcoholism came into play. After all, he has this really crappy job and a terrible name.
You take a quarter and you spin it on the table, and everybody keeps trying to keep that quarter flicking and going or whatever, and then if it falls, somebody has to chug the beer they're drinking.
And the people there spoke a different language. But we'll make believe everyone spoke English, like Star Trek.
Wow, VeggieTales actually made a direct reference to something. Color me impressed. They passed go and collected $200.
The druids also did not know about God. They practiced a religion known as paganism. Instead of praying to God, pagans prayed to things like twigs.
Oh, mighty twig, you are powerful and twig-like.
We all must bow to the pig, for clearly it is our master.
And pond scum.
Oh, mighty pond scum, you are powerful and scummy.
These are all ridiculously good examples to show you just how silly paganism is. St. Patrick then begins to pray all the time, apparently up to 100 times a day. But not to the twig or pond scum, but to God. He ends up leaving slavery, no questions asked, don't ask how it happened, and walks 200 miles to the sea. He then teaches his shipmates about God. They go back to England. St. Patrick dreams about going to Ireland after becoming a bishop. I only show you this scene to point out something very interesting. As it turns out, all the people surrounding St. Patrick are actually members of Big Idea. Now that is quite an interesting Easter egg, if I do say so myself.
God is like a shamrock.
Oh, great Shamrock! You are powerful!
No.
Big Idea praising a shamrock would make sense in light of some of their more recent episodes.
Because he is three persons in one. He is God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost.
If a kid's show can get this, then why can't adults? It's quite simple. One God, three persons. It's pretty clear.
And so it was that through Patrick, the people of Ireland turned to God.
Then somehow everyone misconstrued this holiday into a holiday about just drinking alcohol and having a good time, and then the tribulation happened. The end.
Found the film. Larry, are you still with us, buddy?
Yeah, I'm still here. But did you hear that story about St. Patrick? That was really cool.
I legitimately agree with Larry, though I'm unsure how he's been on the payphone for so long with only 3/4. That's one generous payphone.
1/4, Bob. That's all I got.
All right, buddy. Hang on. Roll film.
Wait, you're telling me Larry still has a quarter left? Dang. We are then introduced to Sumos and their sumo wrestler champion, who seems to be the character of Goliath, but in a gourd's body. Maybe he's Goliath's brother. That can't be right. These two aren't even in the same age bracket, let alone the same weight range. This is an unfair fight. That carrot's gonna lose every time. I know this because everyone in my veggie fighting circle always bets on the gourd. The carrot never wins. Not once.
Apollo Gourd, you have a championship match coming up to celebrate the Year of the Scallion.
Apollo. Scallion.
Would you care to comment on your opponent, Potato?
Rocky, I knew it. I knew it all sounded a bit too familiar.
Hey, Poe, look!
Just as effective as Larry Boy. Ooh, need some aloe vera for that burn?
Wait, that's no clown. It's his sparring partner, the Italian Scallion.
Okay, whatever. Let's get this clip out of the way now. Dude, I am so pumped. Hey, Paulie! On a side note, the movie Creed is amazing. Watch it.
Italian Scallion? He's a cucumber. How do you get a name like Italian Scallion?
Very good point. Explain, VeggieTales, explain! We then hear an explanation that Larry was raised with a family of scallions, so he now thinks he is one. Plus, scallion only rhymes with like 5 words, with Italian being the catchiest. Larry accidentally beats Mr. T and becomes the next challenger for the champ. The champ is, of course, Goliath's brother, aka Championzon, aka Apollo.
But you only have 2 weeks to train. How do you expect to stick to it and see it through to the end?
You could help me. You could be my trainer.
But you gotta promise to do everything I say, no matter how ridiculous it seems at the time. You gotta stick with it and not give up.
Sounds a bit like Karate Kid. Is this going to be a Rocky style montage but with Karate Kid bits? Wax on, wax off. Now Larry is properly ready. It's true though. No athlete is truly prepared without doing a training montage beforehand.
Aren't you going to train for the wrestling match?
Train? To fight Scallion? Is a pushover. I could beat him in my sleep.
You underestimate Larry, my good friend. I'm gonna call my bookie now and go put all of my money on Larry, because this is telegraphed from a mile away.
Is that you?
Yep, Alexander the Grape, Grand Sumo Champion 3 years running. Before my knee injury, of course.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Oh, and let me point out that this episode came out over 7 years before Skyrim.
Yo, Scallion!
Yo, Hadrian.
Yo, Adrian! Larry then explains to Adrian that he has never finished anything, but Adrian's motivation is causing Larry to change his tune. The opera singers then pick on him and tell him that he doesn't even have a fighting chance against Apollo. This causes Larry to come to the ultimate realization that we all must face one day.
I've gotta keep my eye on the tiger.
You know what this means. Training montage number 2. We're really turning into Rocky 4 here.
Rising up, back on the street. Took my time, took my chances. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rival, and he's watching us with the eye of the tiger.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I could beat Apollo now.
I'm going to bounce you out.
Go for it.
Them be fighting words, my friend.
I can't believe it! The Italian Scallion belly bumped Apollo! Wait! The chap is back up! Did I say unbelievable? That's not big enough! This is inconceivable!
He didn't fall? Inconceivable! You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
They both fell out of the ring at the same time! It's a tie! It's a tie!
A tie? Lame! I was hoping for the ending of Rocky 2, not Rocky 1. Since there is a tie, that means Apollo is still the champ. However, Larry does win something. But it's not the tiger bike. It's just the bell. The end.
If you want to be a finisher when you're grown up, you need to start practicing now. Exactly the point that my film made, and in much less time.
I would normally agree with you, Pa Grape, but your story was so nonsensical, I couldn't even keep up. Your story really provided more questions than answers. It was like an episode of Lost.
It was a nice film, Pa, but don't you think the monkey could have gone faster on his own 2 feet? Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, but he's a monkey. He can hustle.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to side with Bob on this one, Pa.
Slow and steady wins the race. Stick with the turtle. I think I'd probably just take the bus.
As usual, Bob wins the Common Sense Award for this episode. That was Sumo the Opera, and I must say, I like Pa Grape's movie. It wasn't the best, but it was pretty good, and it was definitely a change of pace from the usual Paco story seems like we get most of the time. Stay tuned as next time we review Madame Blueberry on TV. Remember that God made you special, and he loves you very much. Bye!